Oh wait.
Wow.
So in short, he really likes his new assistant, basically.
And she's texting him all times of
All
night
times
with
of
business
night.
stuff. That's
All
inappropriate.
times.
Hold on, wait. What is this? What's that mean?
Of the night. You don't be texting
About business stuff?
No.
Why are you
What does this
texting?
mean? Hold on,
Why
wait.
are you
What-
texting
what are you
somebody
implying
about
with this?
business
What are you implying?
after hours?
Exactly.
What does this imply?
When you clock out, the job is done. You don't need to be texting him about business stuff. And this means, because it probably ain't about business stuff.
Oh,
That's what
that's exactly what I get to. Okay, this is.
Hey, can I
That's-
say
But even if
can I say
it is
something?
about business, you ought not to be texting him at all time of the night.
Don't think I can let you go. Bet you love me before I go.
I don't need it.
No, it's inappropriate.
So this is the thing,
And
right?
I feel like it's up to the man to say, great idea. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, tell her.
What does he do for a living? What's his job?
Shoot her down automatically, but you need to say, we
Kind
can
of
talk about
company
this
is he
tomorrow.
running?
Please
that could
please don't contact me at these
Is he running
hours.
a company?
But
He right.
you as, but
Okay.
that's up to the wife. If that's not, I mean, you saying that from a woman's perspective. If that's how you feel, you should tell your husband, and then see how it
The
goes from
husband
there.
should know that. already.
Why should he know that if this is all new to him? Because it sounds like he's relieved because maybe in the past he didn't have such
Now he has time to be
diligent,
at
persistent
home or
secretary.
Because then he has an
Now
assistant.
this sounds like this is refreshing and brand new.
Having it-
That's fine.
That
Nobody's
is- okay.
saying
What
that's
is- what
great
does having
that
an
you
assistant
have
mean?
that. That's fine that you got all that. That's
But
cool.
listen-
That we happy that you
Can I-
got that load taken off.
Yeah.
Can I
so
share-
now
That
that
don't
you got
mean
this
the
free
respect.
time, she don't need to be
The
texting
respect
about
needs
work.
to be there. The
during
respect
this time.
needs to
Can I
be
can I
there.
shed some light though? Maybe he's keeping it on such a professional level that he hasn't had that conversation with her about, I got a wife. This is what time I be home. None of that type shit yet. You feel me? Maybe it hasn't got to
Being
that.
professional, you know office
Well,
hours.
well, the question I ask is one. I don't want to assume that strain that he's doing something terrible, and I don't want to assume he malice anybody. But this is the thing, right? I wonder what kind of company is it? What did it do?
What difference does that make?
Because, nah, check this out.
Because you said office hours, right? There's some places, and depending on the size of the company, you see this with company scale. Well, as company scales and the company starts at the very beginning, the person that works, like for example, there's someone. What kind of company is this? Is he a plumber?
Okay, you know a respectable
Okay, but
you
listen,
know a
there are
respectable
all-
time. You know a respectable
How,
time
though?
to talk to
There are
somebody.
companies, no, but there are companies.
Just like
there
you
are
would've-
companies that have on-call services that exist 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Right? What kind of company is this? Has anyone said that?
Like-
is it a
But say like it's a
for
regular
example,
9 to 5, because we don't know that background information.
That's my point, though, right?
That's
Check
the
this
point
out.
here.
Is he a tax consultant? He has a CPA, and the office closes at 9 o'clock. Office closes at 5. Yeah, if you're a CPA, it's not to talk about in the middle of the night. Unless the IRS about to kick down the door and I need some information so I don't go to jail.
Sure.
there's no reason to talk at 1 o'clock in the morning or even after 5 at all, right? If you run a HVAC and plumbing company, right, it has emergency on-call services. Most of these companies, they start with one person, and that person's by themselves.
Yeah, okay.
They- but
That's a
look, but-
Okay, let's just make this
That's-
a 9 to
no.
5. Say it's a 9 to 5.
Nah, it can't be a 9 to 5.
No, we don't know. That's the point.
She wouldn't be texting her if it was a 9 to 5.
For us
How
to
you know that?
Because
Okay,
like y'all said,
well
it's
fine,
logic.
well
It's
fine.
no reason.
Okay, let's say that it's a job that you can communicate with them any time of the night.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that his wife cannot get annoyed by the fact that you got this new daggone assistant
Nah,
that's
facts.
in here calling you
question.
at all times of night.
But say
I can't
something,
be
though.
annoyed.
Okay, but
Don't
what-
harbor
I can't
feelings.
be
Go ahead and spit that out.
But okay, how productive is that though? Okay, if you're sure, everyone you have a right to feel away, but what does it do? What do you get from being annoyed?
Yeah, what's the end game?
Let's say it's legitimate, right? Like there's a bunch of people in this city who
It ain't nothing for them to do. Okay, if it's something that's
There are a
going
bunch
to
of-
be, then it's going to
but-
be.
but-
That's fine. But
But
you
now
have
check
to
it
get
out
over
though.
it.
Check it out. There are people currently running a company, and the company has a 24-hour on-call service. There's that one person answering all the time. That one person answering the phone. Did it start with his phone ringing and he was so busy he's never home? Because he's the on-call plumber, an on-call electrician, an on-call whatever it is, right? He could be the person, he could be an on-call mechanic, he could be an on-call locksmith. He can be a whole lot of things, right? Whatever it is, he can be that person. And then he gets an assistant, and it's not his phone ringing, he's gone all the time.
All right.
He has to, because you might as well stay in your truck and just be going outside the house, you're on call. Does it next become, all right, now I get to be at home. My assistant takes the calls and says, hey, I hired somebody, I hired a partner and assistant. I hired 2 employees, right? And then the assistant gets to say, all right, hey, I got a call for you, right? And can you come at this time? Or is he a tax attorney? Is he an attorney and he's just
Anyway.
Can you scroll back up a little bit? I just want to reread the part about the texting in the middle of the night? Does it say? Is there any additional background information that we might have missed in that part?
Let's see.
If you can't find it, it's okay. I know.
I'm gonna just say this. For example,
I don't think it's appropriate either way.
I'm gonna say this for example. Like it's been times I set up y'all know I have my own shit. There's been times I set up a move that might have not went how I wanted to. For example, somebody says, "Yeah, I know without a shadow of a doubt, everything will fit in the elevator." People think using the elevator makes the job quicker. It actually doesn't, because other people come to get the elevator. It actually makes the job longer. But if someone lives on the 7th floor and the elevator is busy, now the time that I allocated for the move gets extended because I'm thinking I'm gonna get done at 5, but now I gotta use the stairs to cut time because somebody got the elevator, or I gotta wait for the elevator, or it's a set amount of things I can put in the elevator. So shit, just, it's a different variable. Now I get done with the move at 11, 12 o'clock at night. I did a good job. Customer might text me, "Hey, thank you so much. You saved my life. I don't know what I would have done if you feel me, you would have canceled, or you would have changed your mind, or charged me more, or whatever."
Yeah.
And I say, "Yeah, no problem. Thanks for using me." And then they text me back, "Yeah, I'm gonna pass your number around. Do you mind?" Am I supposed to say, "Hey, it's inappropriate for you to be texting me right now"?
No, that's different than having an assistant that you work with on a regular basis, and then she's repeatedly texting you after hours, all times of night.
Right.
When they can wait until the next morning. So that's the big difference between those two.
I would think that it would be less of an issue if this is somebody's job they're getting paid for, and they may be hoping by doing this extra shit they might get paid more eventually. I would think it would be even less of a problem.
But the assistant should.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she would know that he's married and know that. Okay, I shouldn't be texting this man this time of night. There's something that can wait till tomorrow.
He said she's texting me late at night about different business practices or what she has researched.
So she's basically texting a conversation about business.
This ain't
Stuff that can wait till the next day, not a company emergency.
exactly.
I mean,
it don't say. I'm saying.
Okay, so I guess bottom line is, because it's not even about. I mean, sure it's about he's married or not, but at the same time, like, what is it like? Is it first thing? Is it inappropriate? Is it inappropriate in content? Or is it just simply inappropriate time? Because I think there's a difference. Inappropriate content. If you're saying some wild stuff to the dude, you shouldn't be saying it, and you being flirty through text or whatever, right? The gender of the coworkers, they should.
If you continue to do that, then that's when you just say, "Yo, nigga,"
Yeah.
like, "Yo." But if you don't say nothing,
I
you
agree
wait
with
2
that.
weeks,
I agree with
8 months, a year.
I agree with
Yeah, but
you.
you telling everybody else though, "Yeah, this nigga be texting, but you ain't say shit to him though."
Yeah, I agree
For
with
me, that's. But I get that too though. Like you feel like it should be implied that you're supposed to let somebody know that you're not supposed to hit me. So.
Yeah, especially married. I just feel like there's
But now
a
Shorty
level
was saying
of
shit like, "Yo, listen, I got something to tell you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, so that I can come in the office and tell you." Now that's something totally different. You feel me?
Yeah, well, is he normally texting out all night or have his phone usually buzzing all night, whether it's an assistant or something from work in general? Or did this suddenly become a thing when he got this new person? And with this new person, he teaching them and training them something that's happening in real time, or it's something that can wait? And also, it's inappropriate. If it's inappropriate, it's wrong. If it's something that can wait, why aren't you letting it wait? Whatever. And if it normally happens, right, then if it normally happens, the only thing that really determine is it's only an issue because of the gender of the assistant.
Right.
Let's be honest.
Right.
If he had a male assistant, it wouldn't be a conversation because you would just assume that this guy's texting you much something that you really got to take care of. You're not going to assume any malicious intent.
Right.
It's because it's female. So.
Being the way you feel, or feeling the way you feel through and through, not circumstantial.
Yeah. And you mentioned the fact that they have complimented this assistant because it's doing so well for them and helping them out. It could truly be helping them in their business to the point where it actually is a value to them and to you.
At this point, why don't if you feel like why don't you become an assistant and do the same shit she doing?
Because mentioning them being confident. They might not be a good assistant.
We got our own job.
Well, I'm joking, but I just knew you was gonna say something. I knew you was gonna say something. I know it.
But the joke is appropriate because the issue because of the gender. So and the fact you mentioned it being complimented, which means you assume that they aren't simply being complimented because they're a great assistant. They're being complimented because of something else, which means it bothers you the fact they're complimented. So
going on in the world with you guys.
lot going on in the world I find interesting. I want to start with the most sensitive country in the world.
So sensitive.
This
Everything.
shit
You'll
is
be
so
canceled
sensitive,
for
bro.
anything. You can be canceled for anything. You'll be called a pick me if you.
Yo, listen, this
You
why
go
it's
against the
a good thing I'm
grain.
not
I'm
famous
just
because I'll be saying what I'll be one of the niggas. I'm saying
sorry.
oh,
I'm gonna say whatever I want to say when I want
I'm
to say it. Like, take
You
it how
should-
you want
you
to
should be
take
able-
it, but
you
I
should-
shouldn't have to filter what I say
You should be able to call
because
yourself a
somebody
mother.
gonna feel some type of way.
Exactly.
And we get the Fifth Element right now.
Like
But
for real, everything is so.
it's so technical, but it's so
It's
so you gotta be so
over
accepting of everything.
Everything. You cannot have your own opinion about anything because if you have your own opinion about anything, then like I say this, like some of the thoughts that I have about marriage and relationships, I think that people would consider me a pick me type of female because like
Fact.
so y'all call us pick me,
Right.
you pick.
I would say, how do you know? Because you ain't in the picture.
So,